Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, November 12th, 2017, and this is your fun fact of the day. David had some troubles in life, keeping out of trouble, keeping out of adultery, and so he had a lot of wars to fight for consequences from his adultery. The Lord decreed that some of the most important things concerning himself, that is God, would pass from David to his son, Solomon, who he still had with Bathsheba, but was not the result of the adulterous affair beforehand. Now, Solomon did a little bit better than his dad, at least initially. He offered sacrifices only in the right places, better than King Saul. He kept to himself, at least mostly, especially with his hands, at least to start off. And he had a pretty good head on his shoulders, what we would call a pretty level head, and even a proper heart. You see, God comes to Solomon in a dream after Solomon's anointed king and says, "Whatever you ask of me a single thing, and I will give it to you." And Solomon replies with, "An understanding mind to govern your people, that I may discern between good and evil. For who is able to govern your great people?" Pleased with this request, instead of material wealth like long life or riches, God responds favorably and tells Solomon that he will have a wise and discerning mind, so that none will arise like you, and none who arise after you will be like you either. Effectively saying, congratulations, because your head was in the right spot, your heart was in the right spot. I'm going to give you a gift that is so great, no one will ever top you in the terms of wisdom. After he wakes up, Solomon immediately goes and makes a proper offering to God. Appropriate response. See, this is where Solomon gets his wisdom from. This is the wisdom that would discern the true mother of a child who is disputed over between two women, one of whom's child has died and had taken a second woman's child for her own. This is the same Solomon and his wisdom who would come to pen over 1,000 songs, over 3,000 proverbs, the book of Ecclesiastes as we have it today. This wisdom, that would make him famous then and keeps him famous now, came from an honest understanding of his position as king, and a humble heart to ask for the most appropriate gift from the one most able to give it. Just check out the wording in Solomon's request. An understanding mind to govern your people, talking to God, that I may discern between good and evil. All in the wording. Really is. Just change a couple of those and it could really make it so much worse, so much more egotistical, so much more selfish, so much more empty of a request. Thus we have Solomon's wisdom as far as how he got it. Comes to us out of 1 Kings chapter 3. In other news, today is National Pizza with the Works Day, except for anchovies. Specifically, except for anchovies. No one wants those fish. Get them out of here. I've never had them myself, so I can't say for sure I will or will not eat them. Haven't encountered the opportunity yet. And National Chicken Soup for the Soul Day. Hope you've enjoyed this fun fact of the day. See you tomorrow.